small dent or a hole, they thought, from contact on pit road to stop before. They reasoned that that was okay. They did not put a patch or anything on there, but Mark is logged back in the middle of the field.
Martin in 15th. Championship chaser Kevin Harvick runs 21st. Denny Hamlin 28th. Kyle Busch off, scored in the 37th position. And Casey Kane still off, scored 42nd. A tough day for some of the chasers on the Monster Mile at Dover. TNT Sports live at the Monster Mile in Dover, Delaware. Second round of the NASCAR chase for the NEXTEL Cup Championship. 128 laps complete. 34-year-old Matt Kenseth in that 17 car has recaptured the lead, going around Elliott Sadler. They've swapped it a couple of times. Here's the most recent one.
Yeah, coming off turn 2, the 17 car got that great run, and Sadler said, well, okay, I can fight him, or we can just get in line and try to run away from these guys. But we see Kurt Busch in that 2 car back there, and he continues to be lurking.
Kenseth has led 46 laps.
As a matter of fact, he's not lurking anymore, that 2 car. He has passed the 19 car to move into second.
The 2 car runs second. Let's check in on his brother, and here's Alan.
Yeah, Kyle is flying from the car. Kyle, any idea what it is?
No, not yet. I mean, it must have been top end valve train or something. Nothing came out the bottom. So just a shame for the whole Kellogg Chevrolet Monte Carlo SS. You know, it was really, really strong today. Very proud of the team. I told him I was very proud of him the way the thing was set up there in the beginning. It was awesome. I mean, we drove from 18th or 20th, whatever it was, up to 3rd, and we were still catching those 2 leaders. So, you know, this isn't normal for the Hendrick Motorsports engine department. Normally they give us great horsepower, great torque, and everything. So this must be a fluke deal, parts failure, whatever, but it's a shame that it was ours.
The question you hate to have to ask, but 2 races in, a championship thought?
We're done.
Thanks, Kyle.
I agree with it. Unfortunately.
No, yeah, I mean, 240 plus points back. You're right. You're done.
You work so hard all season to make the chase.
And then to be out in the first 2 races.
Yeah, you're not halfway through the second one yet.
That's brutal.
Denny Hamlin having his problems today. Matt Yoakum has his pick.
Bill, you heard him say in our countdown to green, his biggest issue today, just comfort here at Dover. He doesn't have it, just cannot seem to find it. Now, Mike Ford and Spider Gillen told me this weekend the biggest thing is just trying to keep him pumped up. Their goal now, just leave here with a top 15 finish. Denny told me yesterday, he said, I can't even take it up a notch to where I get it on the edge where I might even back in the fence. I just cannot find any decent feeling here at Dover.
Dave? Matt, Kevin Harvick has not found his way to the front of the pack yet. Remember, he started back in 25th position. Currently runs 20th. Restarted 23rd at the last green flag. The car has been loose all day. Loose getting into the corner, loose through the center, and they've had trouble adjusting on it. They just haven't found what they want yet to make that 29 car less loose. And that's hard to handle here, Wall.
Yeah, it really is. And you know, that's why I think he's found a spot there where he's not racing around a lot of other cars, because it makes it even worse when cars are underneath you, around you. So I think he's just trying to ride this thing out until they can get it adjusted during a pit stop. And if he gets the car feeling the way he wants, he'll get it up to the front.
You know, that's in talking to the crew chiefs this weekend, everyone was complaining about being able to find that perfect spot. That you're either loose or you're tight. It's trying to balance on a razor blade. You know, either one side or the other. You can never find that sweet spot. And the one that the team that finds it the best will win.
And you work on that. What, 200, 300 laps and hope you get it for the last 100?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're always looking for it. You want it right now. You don't want it for the last 200. You want it for the whole 400. But every time you come in, you're trying to make those adjustments. You're looking for the grip so you can get a hold of the racetrack. You know, as you see the 11 car, he's not getting a hold of the racetrack. That car is just sliding. You see him save it right there. And so he is driving for everything he's worth right now, so he doesn't have that comfort. You're not comfortable when you drive the car down into the corner and the thing slides up 3 or 4 lanes.
And he's not comfortable back in 27.
Right.
Matt?
Bill, he is saying the car is loose, then it's tight, then it's snappy loose again. He said at one point it feels like we've got 90 pounds of air in all 4 tires. I don't know what to tell you. Right now, he's just trying to survive his day here in Dover.
And that's what a lot of these guys are talking about here. It's just grip in general. It's like you're in a 4-wheel slide around this place. You don't get into the racetrack. And don't forget this racetrack, as you go into turn 3, you dive off the racetrack down into turn 3. Then as you're going through 3 and 4, you'll come up out of the racetrack, and there'll be a big bump right here. And it lifts the tires off the ground. And it's just, you talked about a roller coaster. This is the closest you'll get to a roller coaster ride in a cup car.
And that's his teammate, Tony Stewart, right in front of him. So maybe Stewart's trying to give him a hand, show him the way around.
With half a race car.
Yeah.
I mean, Stewart's got no back end on that race car right now, so, he's not having all that much fun. So that's how bad Hamlin's car is right now.
I think that Tony followed Denny Hamlin for quite a while, trying to help him out and probably talking to him about. And we see Greg Biffle, the 16 car, going by Junior in the 8, taking over the 4th position.
Kyle Busch's car has been officially retired from the race. Out for engine. Matt Kenseth leads by 1.7 seconds over Kurt Busch. One here in June. He's going for the sweep at Dover. 147 laps are complete here at Dover. There's the race leader, Matt Kenseth, taking Dale Jarrett off the lead lap. Kenseth 10th at New Hampshire last week, his 5th straight top 10 finish. Ryan Newman started outside the front row. Has led 28 laps so far today. Knows how to get to victory lane here at Dover. What's his secret to getting around the racetrack here?
The key to getting around Dover is just to be smooth, first of all. You have to be fast, but be smooth. Getting to the gas quick off the corners and making the straightaways quick is a very big, important part. You can roll the bottom really good sometimes, but not have good straightaway speed. So having a combination of good corner speed and straightaway speed is definitely a good key for this racetrack.
And this is a physical racetrack. I mean, this is probably next to Bristol one of the toughest places to drive. As we go inside with Ryan, you can look how he just jammed up in that headrest. And, I mean, the forces want to throw you right out the right window. And watch him go down the straightaway. He'll straighten up a little bit. And when he goes down in the corner, all those forces just pound you into the right part of that seat.
It's amazing how hard that his head is hitting that headrest, how much he's dependent on that to hold his head up.
See him working his hands there? You get to holding the wheel so tight sometimes you cut the circulation off in your fingers. So sometimes you got to pull your hands off. You got to work them around. I mean, he's trying to be as smooth as he can. I know when you look at just a race car, it's like, that's easy. Look, he's just driving it down the corner and getting on the gas. But you watch what a driver does in one of these race cars. It's not easy. And you're doing it every lap. You're moving that wheel, especially on a place like this. You're searching for that racetrack when you turn the wheel, and you're looking for that feel in the steering wheel. So you kind of crank it back a little bit, back and forth. It's a job.
A battle for the 3rd position. And this is for 3rd. Reed Sarson, the 41, has gone by Kurt Busch in the 2 to take over that spot. And Biffle now trying to take 3rd away.
And Newman was doing that basically without anybody around him at that point. When you're running side by side or you're in a lot of traffic, it's
twice that much.
And the 9 car, Casey Kane, has come back on the racetrack. There we see him. The repairs have been made. He is currently 42nd, but there's 4 cars in front of him that are out of the race. That's 12 points that he can pick up if he can just finish the rest of the race.